wind. What? Take two. Take one, I alluded to that Mickey Spillane and Max Allan Collins were dating. That was an accident. That was not true. So instead of doing some heavy editing, we're just going to start over again. We're here to talk about the big. Don't ask. Don't ask. We're here to talk about the Big Showdown by Mickey Spillane and Max Allan Collins. If you like this sort of a thing, and I assume if you're still here, just a glutton for punishment after the first 10 seconds of this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I have playlists down below. I have thunder going on outside. Power's trying to shut off on me. You know, we're just gonna push on through. Affiliate link to bookshop.org, where if you want to buy this book, you can't because I couldn't find it. If you can find it, good luck to you. But if you could go there and use my affiliate link to buy any other book you want to, and you get a small commission. No, I get a small commission. You get an awesome book. I only got a small time frame I can do these, so I can't just like stop and try again another day. Apologize. I'm sorry, Max. If you ever see this video, I'm sorry. There's timestamps. I know everyone else on the face of YouTube has been doing timestamps for years now. I'm just now getting around to it. So if you want to skip around, you might want to. This is going to be rough. Okay, about Mickey Spillane. He was born Frank Morrison Spillane, March 9th, 1918. This comes from Wikipedia, by the way. So if it's wrong, blame them. March 9th, 1918, Brooklyn, New York. Died July 17th, 2006, at the age of 88. Morals Inlet, South Carolina. Question mark on how to say that. He was a writer, actor, sold more than 225 million copies. You realize how insane that is? That is insane. Insane. Max Allan Collins, born March 3rd, 1948, at the age of 76, from Muscatine, Iowa. Pretty close to me, just right across the river, practically. Pen name, he had a couple pen names which I found interesting. One being Barbara Allan, which I believe his wife's name is Barbara, according to Wikipedia. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, we're good still. And Patrick Colhane, didn't know. I'll have to look those up now. Ink Pot Award, 1982 he won, saying the back sentence is backwards now. Also won in 1984 and 1992 the Seamus Award. No idea what either one of those awards are, but anytime you win an award, you're beating up on people, so you're doing good in life. About the Big Showdown, it's book 2 of a 6-book series, a Caleb York Western series, and this book was published March 28th, 2017, and you might say, well, I thought Mickey Spillane died in 2006. How is this? We'll get to that in a moment. Pinnacle Books, 320 pages. So when Mickey Spillane passed, and this is going to be paraphrased from things I've read on the interweb, so if it's incorrect, I apologize, and I don't mean to spread false information. I don't know why you would lie about this. So when Mickey Spillane passed, Max basically got part of the estate where it was like unpublished works, partially finished works, maybe notes on things that he had in the works. And so Max, over the last few years, has been doing his best on getting Mickey Spillane's work out to his fans. And I think that's awesome. I really do. And this is what Mickey Spillane wanted too. It's not like he hid these away for nobody to see. He wanted these to be finished or published and so on. So it's not like the Michael Crichton estate where you start to wonder, are these just money grabs, you know? There's another Crichton coming out with James Patterson finishing the work or writing the work. Both their names are on it. You know, it was this not, you know, how much of it is actually Crichton, you know, and did he actually want this to be done? A synopsis of the book is coming from Amazon. Times are changing. Caleb York is saddling up to try his hands as a Pinkerton man California way. But before he can leave Trinidad, New Mexico, a peaceful morning erupts and a barrage of gunfire. It's always a barrage of gunfire in these stories. When the dust settles, Caleb has gunned down 2 men, with another just dodging a ticket to hell. but leaving one very good man lying dead in the street. Lightning quick, Caleb rides after the fleeing gunman, only to be swept up in an evil wind blowing back through the sleepy town. That only to be swept up in evil wind blowing back through the sleepy town. That's okay. Just an odd choice of words. Threatening its very existence. Caleb's only chance to restore justice is to load his guns, dig in spurs, and take on a ruthless killer in a town drowning in blood, riddled with bullets, and hoping for a hero. Caleb York is the right man at the right time, ready to face the vengeful outlaws in a chilling, storm-swept showdown. So, if you're new to my videos or new to my newer videos, I have a new segment where I ask ChatGPT to review the book. And it's just a curiosity thing. I just wonder how well internet AI does with this describing a book. And this one should be interesting because, let's face it, this isn't Gone with the Wind or another whatever book. I don't know why Gone with the Wind popped in my head, right? This isn't Lonesome Dove, a True Grit, So it'd be kind of interesting to see how it does with a kind of a lesser known work. So, and nothing against Max or Mickey on that. I'm not trying to put them down in any way there. The Big Showdown by Mickey Spillane and Max Allan Collins is a thrilling addition to the legacy of the famous detective Mike Hammer. That's a huge inaccuracy. Mike Hammer, as you may know, I haven't read any of them, but there is a long series. I believe it was a long series. I have 3 of them sitting on my shelf over there waiting to be read. Like Hard Case, Crime, Pulp, Crime. That was Mickey Spillane's main person. And then these books, of course, is Caleb York. It says a Caleb York Western. It doesn't say a Mike Hammer thriller or whatever they say. Set in classic noir style, I hate trying to say that word. The novel is a gripping tale of suspense, intrigue, and hard-hitting action. Collins, renowned for his mastery of the genre, seamlessly channels Spillane's iconic character, Mike Hammer, again, doubling down, incorrect, with authenticity and reverence. The narrative is fast-paced with a relentless momentum that keeps readers on the edge of their seats from start to finish. As York delves into the seedy underbelly of the criminal world, he encounters a cast of vividly drawn characters, each with their own motives and secrets. So I think now we're just like describing a generic Mike Hammer pulp novel. I don't think we're talking about Caleb York at all. But we're going to keep on going just for S and giggles. The author excels in capturing the gritty atmosphere of 1950s New York. Very untrue. Probably 1880s Arizona, I believe it is. I don't know about the year exactly, but I feel like it's kind of like in that same time frame that a lot of these westerns, like late 19th century. I'm not sure if it ever does say a year. Painting a vivid backdrop against which the drama unfolds, from dimly lit alleyways to smoke-filled bars. Every scene, there are some alleys in this book. Every scene is infused with palpable tension and danger. One of the novel's strengths lies in the intricate plot filled with twists and turns that will keep readers guessing until the final page. The dialogue crackles with wit and authenticity. Am I making you seasick yet? With wit and authenticity reminiscent of hard-boiled banter characteristics of the genre. Well, we're not talking about this genre, are we? Overall, not in conclusion, because now they all end with overall, The Big Showdown is a must-read for fans of hard-boiled detective fiction. Incorrect. Spillane and Collins deliver a masterclass in noir storytelling, talking hard, offering a thrilling ride that will leave readers hungry for more. I'll agree, this book left me hungry for more. Spoiler alert. For my thoughts. I love this series. I think it's a lot of fun. I think Caleb York is the kind of Western good guy that you could just sit there. Even when he's not doing like the nicest of things, like you cheer for him. Like you just want him to go out there and kick some A and dot some T's and just get stuff done. Now, if you're used to like Louis L'Amour, Zane Grey, the classic ones, these are a little more graphic. If someone gets shot in the head, they're talking about chunks of skull and gray matter getting splattered across the walls, or mass amounts of blood, or even like it doesn't really get graphical. It doesn't really have like any graphic sex scenes or anything like that, but it goes like a little bit farther than you would see in some of the classic PG-13 westerns of like Louis L'Amour, Zane Grey, Max Brand, those sorts of people. I feel like it's like a modernized version of a classic western. They're just so much fun. Book 2 is just a banger. Book 1 was a banger. I am looking very forward to 3, 4, 5, and 6. I didn't mean to go almost a year in between books 1 and 2, but even with that year break, I was able just to jump in on this book, and I was good. Like, I didn't, like, what's going on? So they're kind of, I think, at least book 1 and book 2, they could be standalone-ish. Like, you could read book 2 and not book 1 and feel like you're missing out a lot. You'll miss out on a little bit, because there is like a continuation of a storyline per se, but you don't necessarily have to understand the story. But I don't know why you wouldn't. They're dirt cheap. Some of them, if not all of them, are on Kindle Unlimited. I should have looked that up. I know at one point they were, but they're only like $4 or $5 a piece, and there's 6 of them. So for $30 or whatever, you could have the whole series, and they're so much fun. At least the first 2. Like I said, I've bought all of them based off the first book alone. So that tells you how much I enjoyed the first book, and I think the second one is just as good. I won't say it's better, but I'd say from what I recall, it's just as good, just as fun. So go check it out. Mickey Spillane and Max Allan Collins, The Big Showdown, and Caleb York Western. Have you read any of these? Do you want to read them now? This is a great June on the Range book. I think great Garbagus book too. But when you say Garbagus, I'm not saying that the book is trash. Not saying Max Allan Collins is trash or Mickey Spillane is trash. It just means that they're not going to be sitting next to Shakespeare and George Eliot on the Oxford and Penguin classic shelves at your local bookstore. These books are a lot more fun than those. So that's it for this one, peeps. Cheers.